I'm back on the road again, and tonight I am staying in the Embassy Suites. Sometimes I forget where I'm staying. I stay in so many hotels. This is the Embassy Suites in Montgomery, Alabama, down on Tallapoosa Street. We're downtown Montgomery, Alabama, and this is Martha Bowman, the youth group, and right now what they're doing is missionary work. And I like to see young people doing missionary work because it's very important. We as believers must not only spread the word, which is very important, but we need to also be doers of the word. And it just amazes me when I see young people serving and ministering. It's beautiful. Here we are in Gulfport, Mississippi. You gotta know how to say it right. It's Mississippi, not Mississippi. It's beautiful out here. We drove down, well, across the US 90, which is parallel to the shore, and it's beautiful scenery. The water isn't as blue as I remember from the last time I drove this way, but it still looks beautiful. There were a lot of people lounging around on the beach area. Well, here I am in New Orleans, staying at the Hyatt Place Hotel. It's a pretty nice hotel, and it's pretty convenient. This time I got a chance to park right next to the hotel. I can actually go down the stairs, go straight out the door, and be right at the bus, so that's wonderful. That's an A+ right there. We were going to have to park somewhere else beforehand, but it wasn't going to coincide with our schedule, so they ended up putting us somewhere else, which was right next to the hotel, and that's very convenient. And right now I'm just relaxing in the hotel. I took the group down and dropped them off on Canal Street, and they're gonna walk to the French Quarter because our vehicles cannot go down there. Buses can't go down in the French Quarter. They have a sign there with a bus on it, and they have the little circle with the slash in it like they use for no smoking, and it's on a sign and lets you know you can't go down there. But this is a pretty nice city. I don't have too many complaints. The only thing that I don't like is the pedestrian traffic. They are backwards. When the light turns green for vehicles to go, they try to run across the street. And meanwhile, when the light's red, they stand there and look. It's backwards. I don't know. But I do know I have to be alert because I don't want to hit anybody, and definitely don't want to have any accidents. And everything else is normal. People are still going to cut you off and slice you. That's what I call it, slice you, when they come in front of you quicker than they are supposed to. But that's just for a lack of training. When you get a commercial driver's license, you go through vigorous training. Some commercial drivers don't go through the training, but I went through vigorous training. I took a lot of safety courses and did a lot of driving in order to get my license. So I practice that when I'm driving commercial vehicles. And then when I get back in my car, I still practice it when I get around commercial vehicles. I know to give them their space, because that's what they teach us. We have a space and we have to maintain it. So I remember that when I'm in my car, I remember the 8-second rule. When I'm passing a commercial vehicle, count to 8 and then get over. Don't just cut straight in front of them and slice them off. And I also keep that same distance behind the commercial vehicles, 8 seconds. And that helps me when I'm driving. But it's sort of a two-way thing. Not all commercial drivers are always right, because they drive just as bad as people who drive cars. Just as bad. When they're merging into traffic, they assume they have the right of way, especially on the interstate. All interstate traffic has the right of way. If you're merging on, you don't have the right of way, so you're supposed to stop. But commercial vehicles, trucks, buses, what have you, they feel and assume they have the right of way, so they'll try to come right on the interstate. And it's tragic when the oncoming traffic, which has the right of way, can't stop. That was an incident I ran into yesterday on the way here. A truck was coming out of the weigh station. I couldn't get over to let him on. He assumed he had the right of way. He come barreling at me, and I just had to sound my horn and hope he stopped, and he did. Commercial drivers are sometimes just as bad. But that's all a part of driving, and all a part of the personalities that people possess out here on the road. It's my job. I asked for it, so can't really complain about it. There's some ups and downs, and I enjoy the good, and I take the bad.